Wish we had a longer intro. Welcome into DNVR Bets Daily. Let me just get my tweet out here.
Everything is on the table right now, Ryan.
Andre's having a day.
I told you. Yeah, I'm already up. By the way, great college basketball picks last night. What's 10,000 to 1? What's plus 10,000? That's what to 1?
That's 100 to 1.
100 to 1.
Yes. You take off two
Right.
zeros.
Right. So I've said from the inception of this show, especially, like a month in when parlay madness, as I call it, really took over, that my goal for just the history of this show, not this year, just in general, my white whale, my Moby Dick, was a plus 10,000 parlay or more. Mm-hmm. Right now, plus 25,000 in play. Everything is in play. 2 results. Don't want to jinx it. Let's make sure that this... Where are you, Inter? Oh, boy. Stay put. So far, 2 of the 3 were holding my team, though, that is top of the table. They haven't been in 10 years. It's gotten to the point where anytime I read a quote from an old player that says, we got to believe we're Milan, we got to believe in a title, I start to get a little emotional,
Up, yeah.
right?
Been there.
I promise to you I will not swear on this. And yeah, everything's in play, but it's my team that is screwing me right now. And they were the minus 200 favorite. The others are like plus 300 ties. It's a 5-leg parlay, and that's plus 25,000. So it's not like 12 legs to get there.
Right.
And I called the upset. No. Oh. Miracle from the Inter goalie. Frankly, as a Milan fan, I'd rather Inter lose, but I've got the tie.
God.
Miracle. And as you know, ties are like betting an under in football or betting a finish in the UFC. You basically are torturing yourself for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, my team is the one that's killing me. Top of the table against bottom of the table. Who would have thunk it? Already profitable day. I took a buyout on some EuroLeague basketball parlay where that hit. But I want this to happen, Ryan. This is my white whale. This has to happen. I will will it to happen.
I don't think today's the day, Dre.
I don't think any day is ever the day. That's my problem.
You need, 2 goals in under 20 minutes from Milan?
Yeah.
So there's... Help me out here. Isn't Inter also Milan? Inter Milan, and then your team is AC Milan?
Yeah.
What does AC stand for?
Associazione Calcio. So
That
it's
mean
the
football
Italian version of football club.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's really soccer association.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah. And then I've got Liverpool, Tottenham have to tie for me, and Napoli, Inter have to tie for me. And those are the other 2 legs.
Well, pray for Dre is what needs to happen here.
Yeah, my stomach's in knots.
It's not just, I need you to focus up here just for a little while.
Okay.
Can I interest you in some cheese?
Yeah, I guess so. I probably took the cheese by taking my guys, right?
Yeah, you did. So, as you know, we believe in a few things on this podcast. One of them is not taking the cheese.
Yeah.
One of them is humane mousetraps. Those are the
That
two
slipped
things.
my mind. That is true, though.
Those
Yes.
are the 2 things we believe
Yes.
in. So, because there are so many inhumane mousetraps out there, we don't want to get caught in one. And that's why we don't chase the cheese. Yes, Allie?
Kyle here is asking, can you define the cheese?
Kyle, this whole show is about defining the cheese.
Frankly, Kyle, my life has turned into a study on what the cheese is. So have no fear. We are dedicated to figuring this thing out. For you, for me, for all of us.
And then Max is saying, #pray for Dre.
Pray for Dre.
You got that right. Oh, all I want is a win.
I know.
For my guys and these ties to hold,
Of course. All I want is 5 completely separate results to perfectly hit all in the same day.
It's like every Rockies offseason, I talk to my buddy, and, we draw out the outcomes of, if this prospect, and then if this pitcher has a bounce back, and then if this reliever, and we map out how it's just like 10 scenarios, and the Rockies could have a winning season.
Yeah.
Yeah, always, every year. I love doing that.
So, Dre, you kind of invented the cheese. You're a cheeseman, if you will. Yeah. There's a park named after you just down the street.
So true. Proposed to my wife in that park. Fun fact.
No way.
Yeah.
Really, is it?
Right at the
Look
columns.
at the dedication to the bit.
No, I said this is true. This is
No, he actually did.
This is legit true. Oh, and things are falling apart. We've got a penalty, and Napoli has a red card. All hope is lost.
Oh, well, now we have you back.
Okay, good.
Okay. Explain to me the theory behind the cheese.
Well, I've noticed, especially in football betting, where when something looks too easy, when we're just in massive agreement on something,
Something's going on.
Something is uber fishy.
Yeah.
Anytime you think you're smarter than the book, you are going to get humbled. And I'm kind of a genius for coming up with this theory so quickly. Many people, they get humbled for years and years and years. It's only taken me, a couple of years. So yeah, that's the whole theory, is when a line looks too good to be true, go the other side. Penalty.
Good.
DNVR Rockies in the comments saying, don't you pull the Rockies into your mess, Andre. They have one of their own. Thank you very much.
I know.
Rockies, I think, just get pulled into all messes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm part of the Rockies mess. They are one of my personality traits, as being a self-loathing Rockies fan.
Okay, so the cheese basically, in its purest form, is when it looks so simple. When you're a starving, poor little mouse, and you're walking along the walls of a house, and there just happens to be a piece of your favorite cheese sitting there.
That's right.
If your brain is smaller than this poor, tiny... If your brain is bigger than this poor, tiny little mouse, you might think to yourself, this is too good to be true. Oh, so close. This is too good to be true. Doesn't matter.
I know. But still, I'd like them to win.
You might be thinking to yourself, it's too good to be true. But when you're just a little mouse, with a little mouse brain, you're hungry, and there's your favorite piece of cheese.
Right.
So you take it. So the goal of avoiding the cheese is to avoid what looks too good to be true, because it often is. We are Joe Pesci walking into the room about to be made, only we have a second chance. We have a moment to say, wait, something's up, and turn away and run. Exactly. Great analogy.
Thank
Except
you.
for we already had an analogy, which was little baby
right.
mice.
I think you guys can move on from analogies in general.
What?
I think we're good. I think the people
We've built an entire career off
I'm
analogies.
gonna.
I think the people
show. I'm sick to my stomach.
understand what the cheese means.
I don't think so yet. We're going to keep going through analogies.
We barely understand it, Allie. It's all a very nebulous concept, but if you can master it,
And that's what we're here to do today.
yeah.
And we're going to track this. We've been really bad at tracking for a while. Seems like it would be
Well,
an important
identifying
thing.
the cheese is the tougher part here.
First, we identify what we think is the cheese.
Yeah.
Then we track it. Then we revisit that and say, oh, okay, that's why that wasn't the cheese. And we keep applying a formula until we take down Vegas.
Booyah.
Okay. So we're going to go through each game. The question is, what is there cheese? And what is the cheese? Sometimes there's just a good line and there's no cheese.
Yep, it's true.
First game here. Los Angeles Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders. Chargers catching 3.5. I don't think there's cheese here. What I do think is that Chargers plus 3.5 is a good bet.
Yeah, there's no cheese.
Because
it's a little too high on the Raiders, but just by a point. And the other thing is, don't get too picky on NFL lines, because like a point in football means nothing.
Right. And what I mean about this is, like, they're not selling too low on the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
And they're not, they're cognizant that the Chargers could go off at any moment.
Right.
So, fair line.
Yeah.
Bills at Broncos. Bills minus 6.5. Cheese? I don't think so.
No. I think for a national bettor, they might be very tempted by Buffalo, so there might be some cheese on the Buffalo side here.
I think you're probably onto something there,
Yeah.
but not here.
Vegas realizes the Broncos are good. We realize the Broncos are good, and how that Kendall Hinton game didn't matter and you take that out. They've been very good for a minute now. So, yeah.
Panthers plus 8.5 against the Packers at Lambeau. Cheese?
Kind of ironic that for the Packers there is a wee bit of cheese here.
Yeah. Just
right?
a little cheese spread.
Yeah.
Maybe. Cheese spread.
Cheese spread. There you go. Very good.
that.
They're just coming to us. By the way, McQuaid, I got a notification. Tottenham's winning this. No, they're not. They're tying. This is Mourinho ball. I know this. That's why I took the tie. So that's not the game that has me concerned. It's stupid Milan and Inter that are haunting me here.
It's just one city.
It's true. That's true. No, I don't think there's really cheese, though, in the end there. I mean, that's a proper line. If it was like 10.5, there'd be cheese.
All right.
I think in the end.
We're off to a cold start here.
I guess so. I guess so.
Maybe I need to track down a cheese line here.
Like, to me, we've had a lot of cheese lines on these primetime games. Like, you know, the Browns being dogs at home despite having a 2-game lead on the Ravens in the standings. That's cheese. The one-loss Steelers coming off a loss being dogs themselves against the Bills. That was, you know, the Steelers
cheese
were
was
cheese.
the Steelers. Yeah, for sure. Because you get caught up in public perception rather than football stuff.
Exactly. You start to talk yourself into, well, they're 10-1. They shouldn't be underdogs. No, they shouldn't.
All right. This is a bad line. You tell me if it's cheese. Okay. Chicago Bears plus 3.5 against the Minnesota Vikings minus 3.5. Are the Vikings cheese?
Are the Bears cheese?
and here lies.
Oh, we've got a tie. Let's go.
All right, so Dre needs one more goal from
Napoli
AC Milan.
Yeah, one more from AC Milan and one from Napoli, but Napoli's down a man.
Oh my God. Was that them just attempting to score?
Yes.
They're the blue?
Oh, but no, that was on their own goal, so they were defending them.
Oh, okay.
And this definitely a valid goal.
Got to admit, those Inter jerseys are kind of nice.
They are trash.
So
I don't know children's lullabies. I just sing Milan chants to my daughter in a much more like quelled tone.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Can you teach her the fight song while you're at it?
I'm a true sports guy. I don't know the fight song all the way, but it could be taught to me.
The people in the comments are just watching and just praying for Dre, letting Dre know Milan goal.
Yeah, come on. Believe, man. Believe.
So you think the Bears at plus 3.5 are cheese. Tell me why.
Because, they've had a couple of good games, but do we really believe it? Like,
so I guess I believe it so little that I think that that the Vikings might be the cheese.
But don't you think, like, isn't it almost... Oh, no. Isn't it almost intriguing to have... Oh, there you go. Free kick. Isn't it almost intriguing to have, like, the... Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Let's not have silence on a podcast.
Yeah, tell them what happened, Ryan. No.
It might have been too high. It might have been top bar. Anyways, okay, so we're just gonna go no cheese there. Patriots Dolphins. Patriots plus 2.
Okay. Yes. Patriots plus 2 is the cheese.
Right.
So wait, no. Dolphins minus 2 is the cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, taking the Dolphins seems way too easy, right? The way these teams have been this year, Dolphins should be favored by 5 more points, just looking at it.
So I think you're right on that. I think that the Dolphins are the cheese. You're waiting for everyone is excited about the demise of the Patriots.
Yeah.
They've been struggling. What you don't know is that Bill Belichick absolutely bodies young quarterbacks. Like,
that's true.
Young quarterbacks,
that's true.
Going and playing a Bill Belichick team is literal hell. So I think that's the cheese. Patriots plus 2, that's juicy. They're a juicy dog.
They're juicy. Because Miami's such a intrigue. It seems like the line's off.
Yep.
That you go the other way, New England. Yes. Okay. Perfect. That's a good one.
So put it in the sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't all be cheese.
I've got 3 screens here. You can see it on Ryan's wherever you posted that. I don't know. I haven't been on social media. I've been watching these games.
49ers minus 3.5 at Dallas.
49ers minus.
Are the 49ers a little cheesy here?
The 49ers are a little cheesy. Yeah.
I think so too.
Shoot.
The only thing that it could excite you about the 49ers is their coach.
Totally. But I mean, you couldn't pay me to bet on the Cowboys. I'm disgusted by betting on the Cowboys.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Right? Like, and you think I'm going to put my hard-earned money on Andy Dalton? No thanks. Gross. As less than a touchdown dog? No, that makes no sense. That's stupid. That's the cheese. I will be hammering the Cowboys. Yes.
Oh, wait.
No, what?
You just said
You just said you would not
Yeah, no,
bet.
the Niners are... Guys, the cheese is I'm disgusted by betting on the Cowboys.
Right. Okay, I get it. He makes sense. You have to go against your own feelings. That's the point of the cheese. Okay, Cowboys plus 3.5. I kind of like it. Tennessee Titans 10.5 point favorites against the Detroit Lions, who will not have Matt Stafford.
Okay, so this year, as much as there's the Napoli's coming, man. They're just 10 man, but they're coming. And Milan has a free kick here, so everything's in play. Everything is in play.
I want this to happen so
What was this line? Yeah, so here's the thing. We are in unprecedented times.
Yeah.
I've said it. Everyone said it.
Every email that you've ever received. No.
So there are extenuating circumstances to the cheese, and this is an extenuating circumstance because we don't know the quarterback. I've been calling these the COVID specials.
Mm-hmm.
But potential new quarterback game?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Raiders will be without 4 defensive starters tomorrow night. Do we hammer the plus 3.5?
Vegas knew that already, so it hasn't shifted from 3.5, or check that line right now.
Well, no, that line, I mean, the news broke 13 seconds ago.
Well, but Vegas knows before you know it.
Vegas knows everything.
I like Chargers plus 165 money line.
No, that's the replay from this game on that screen.
Okay, back to the cheese. We are very distracted.
Yeah,
Tennessee. No, I'm sucked into your whirlwind here.
Everyone is sucked into Andre's
No, it's not cheese. We move
whirlwind.
You know what, Ryan? Would you bet the Titans, though? Like, what's of these two... You would probably... I could talk you into sprinkling plus 10.5. But would you really go in on the Titans minus 10.5?
Yes.
You would?
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't disgust you as much as it disgusts me. Okay. Aside from it be breaking one of our rules, of course, which we don't want.
Yeah,
We've got a commenter saying Dre's Broncos beanie game is on point.
Color Rush Week. Oh, Genoa almost scored, and I was going to break everything in sight. Napoli. No. Corner, come on, corner.
No, that shouldn't have been a corner. Oh, it is a corner. Side of the net.
The goalie caught it. I can't believe Genoa's got a corner kick. Gross.
This is gonna take
if you're listening to the podcast version of this, I highly recommend going back and watching the live stream on DNVR Bets Periscope or YouTube, DNVR_sports YouTube, because Andre's reactions are highly entertaining.
All right, I've got some cheese for you. Baltimore Ravens minus 13.5 taking on Gardner Minshew's Jacksonville Jaguars. The Ravens are some stinky cheese in this one.
You think?
Yep.
Huh? Yeah, in December, that's that's why that's one of our rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
13.5 for the Minshew boys?
Well, you're right. and semi-new quarter. Like, I like Minshew a lot better in December when our hopes are lost, and actually the Jaguars are better off losing a game than they are winning one.
Jags, Cowboys.
Is it a penalty?
No. Sorry.
Hate that ref.
Okay. Oh, did this? No. Okay. Seahawks -5.5 taking on the Washington football team. God, I hate trying to fade my own thoughts here because I think the cheese is the Seahawks.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Kyle's asking, will the Jags lose out?
Oh, that's true. The Jags do have to lose, but I just don't think they're going to lose by that much. The Jags are going to get the number 1 overall pick. Mark my words.
They're going to lose out. They will get the number 1 overall pick. But some of these will be close and a little frisky, for sure.
Seahawks -5.5. That is cheese. Why? Because it seems like they should destroy the Washington football team.
Of course. Yeah, no, that should be 7.5.
All right, why am I not building this all into a bet slip?
There you go.
Okay, so Jags.
There you
go. Cowboys.
Yellow card for Inter.
Did we say anything? What did we decide with the Vikings? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Football team.
Yeah. I mean, I think if anything on the Vikings game, the Bears.
Houston Texans at Indianapolis Colts. Colts -7.5. I think this is just a good line.
Yeah, I do too.
I think the Texans cover, but I just don't think it's a bad line. All right, we have Patriots +2 in there as well.
Yep.
Buccaneers at Falcons. Falcons +5.5. I will say that the Falcons have looked really bad the last couple weeks.
They have, and I need to remove myself from being a Bucs hater. Put myself in an impartial viewer, given how these two teams have played this year. Am I being baited one side or the other?
I don't think so.
Isn't the icky side the +5.5 with Atlanta?
Maybe.
That's kind of the icky side here. That's
Maybe.
the side that makes you pretty uncomfortable.
I can see why you would say that, but I don't think there's cheese.
I wouldn't consider betting on the Falcons until they were +7.5.
Fair enough.
So maybe that's our biggest cheese one of all. Yes. Harry Kane couldn't hit the goal. Sorry, buddy boy.
Okay, so Max is here. Yeah, he's apologizing to me because he's reiterating something I said. Stop it. He is saying, so the cheese is like the worm if I were a Nemo.
Yes.
Don't take the worm.
Don't take the worm. The cheese is the bait. No matter what animal you are trying to be cruel to, the cheese is always the bait.
Yes, absolutely. Get it in!
Zach, okay, are you guys gonna hit back?
No!
Yes, Alex.
Puta adentro!
This is incredible content.
Okay, are you guys gonna hit basketball after talking about the cheese? Because we've got Zach in the comments asking about any basketball games you guys like today.
Yeah, we'll get around to it.
2-0 against the spread last night on college hoops, so we're on fire there.
Oh, here's one for you, Dre. And I think you might have an interesting answer here. Jets +16.5 at the Rams. Are the Jets sneakily the cheese here?
Yes, that's a great point. I think the Jets are the cheese. It's gone so far that you're just being like, they are begging you. This isn't even cheese. It's you walked into the bank, there's no teller, and there's like a diamond right there on the counter.
I kind of think so too, and that diamond is under laser supervision. It's over. It's over. At least they didn't lose, your team.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, you can turn all that other crap off now.
I mean, I still have money on these two games.
Of course.
That's my new strategy, is not just parlays, but also singles,
Oh, well, if you hit these two...
Yeah, no, it'll be a great day, but it's not my white whale.
No, well...
It's not mean on keeping their advantage at the top of the table for the first time in 10 years. Christmas is literally ruined in my household now.
Wow.
Yep.
Sorry, Lucia.
Just to reiterate, they'll be talking basketball after the NFL cheese.
Yeah, we're almost done with the cheese.
After the grown man on the show has a mental breakdown,
Cardinals -6.5 against the Eagles. Eagles have lost 4 straight bird matchups.
Whoa, those are stats you can't get anywhere else. No!
You can hear Lindsay downstairs laughing.
He had it. Inter is the most pathetic team I've ever watched. Dominated for the last 40 minutes, down a man, up a man. Pathetic. You're pathetic.
Okay, so are you going to go against the birds and go for your other birds?
Well, I'm just wondering if there's a cheese.
I'm sorry, what was the line and who are they playing?
Cardinals -6.5 against the Eagles. Eagles, 4 straight bird-on-bird losses.
Al here is saying bird corner time.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like there's a sneaky bit of cheese on all the Cardinals lines lately. But I don't know. Is that because you're my co-host and you are the utmost Cliff Kingsbury believer in the world?
I think it's more a little bit of birdseed. And by that I mean it's a warm invite rather than a trap. Like you put some birdseed out on the outside.
I don't think I've ever rolled my eyes more on a show.
Right.
You're not trying to trap the bird. You're just inviting it,
providing food to the neighborhood.
Yeah. I think the cheese, honestly, and it's a move to half point since we started talking about it. It's now down to Eagles +6. I think the cheese is the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is the cheese.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah. Cards -6.
It's like,
so I'm gonna add cards -6 to the slip.
How
right,
dare
I gotta
you?
add Rams -17.5, which seems.
I think the Eagles are gonna win this weekend.
That's how it works.
Hey.
Yeah, of course you do.
You know.
Hey, I don't think that every weekend.
No, you don't. But now Jalen Hurts, you've got a new boo. You know.
I watch a lot of Planet Earth, so I'm pretty well versed in these animal type things. And
so you think an eagle or a cardinal would beat an eagle?
No, I don't think.
Thank you.
But I'm just
okay.
Bird on bird matchups. Yeah. Okay. This one has to be cheese, and I can't believe I'm saying it. The Chiefs only -3 at the Saints. I want to make this my lock of the century. That's how confident I am in the Chiefs, and that I think makes it cheese.
Biggest cheese game of the week, yeah,
but
no doubt.
Are you sure? Are we sure it's not just a bad line?
So here it is. Similar to Russell Wilson, the Chiefs are a bit of rule busters because they've got this offense that can score in the blink of an eye, just like Russell Wilson can pull a rabbit out of a hat at any moment, which can kind of defy the odds. But yeah, I can't believe they're just favored by 3. I can't believe it. And the other thing we've really neglected, and this happened last week, anytime the Chiefs go down, you need to hammer that Chiefs money line.
Oh, yeah.
It's just free. You're being gifted some free scissor. It might as well be an odds boost from
DraftKings. Speaking of DraftKings, we'll get to them in a second.
Saying that just reminded me of how Milan was down, and I should have hammered them, and they just ruined my white whale bet. And Inter won. Gross!
So I'm going to add that to the cheese, but let me tell you that I don't feel confident in it.
I want to cry.
Sunday Night Football, Browns -4.5 against the Giants. That has to be cheese, right?
That they're just 4.5 point favorites?
Yeah. Although Daniel Jones'
off on the Giants
lower leg injury might be out.
Colt McCoy?
Yeah. A battle of old Texas gunslingers.
It's true. A little Red Raver rivalry in the Northeast.
Mm-hmm. When I say Texas gunslingers, I'm of course referring to high school. Because Baker's from Texas.
Even college, walk on at Texas Tech under Cliff Kingsbury.
True.
Little known fact. No one's ever told you that before.
Hell yeah, Max.
Yeah, I guess there's a little cheese on the Brown side.
We're going to have to monitor that as it gets closer. We'll revisit that on the tailgate.
Yeah.
Tailgate Saturday.
Tailgate Saturday
morning.
Or is it in morning?
Well, we're going to have a meeting about this because hold on. I forgot. Like,
lots
obviously,
of things going on this show, guys.
The Broncos play later, so that would say later tailgate. But there's really good college football throughout the entire day, so maybe we just need to get her out.
So Ryan just wants to be able to watch college football instead of prime drinking hours like you had suggested earlier.
Yes.
Wow. You're being called out pretty heavily.
If we can switch the set around so we face the TVs. There is a TV over there that we could use. So anyways, we'll figure it out. Stop. I told you, 2 of your things aren't going to hit. It's not going to feel as bad.
It's true. No, you're right. You're right. And as I told Adam when I came into the office, it's like the Oscars. I'm really just honored to be nominated and be in the running, you know?
Yes.
I've always said that. That's the point of every parlay I do, is for me to just have some skin in the game at the end of it. This is a healthy release. I'm being told. I'm finding out about myself. It wouldn't appear to be a healthy release. It is, actually. It is. But still, right now it hurts, and I'm just hurt. I'm hurt.
Last game on the slate, Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers minus 11.5 at Cincinnati. I don't think there's cheese here. That's a well set line. I like the Steelers, to be honest. Maybe that makes it cheese. I don't know. Well, I can't like the Steelers because it's double digits.
Yeah, I guess I'm not totally disgusted by putting money on either. I'm kind of equally disgusted by betting on either team in this game. The spread is very well set.
Yeah, it's a well set spread.
Well
okay,
set.
So that leaves us. Are we putting the Giants in the cheese? They've gone up a half point since we've been sitting here. That must be Daniel Jones news.
Still trying to figure out the movement. The movement is the cheese as well. The original line is always more accurate than where it moves to, is what I'm finding. It's not based on
putting
data,
the Giants.
But as you know, I'm
leaving the Giants out for now because we just don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know who their quarterback's going to be. Okay, so the final cheese slip looks like this. And it is going to sound disgusting to you.
You are going to be... You will think this is we've never watched an NFL game in our lives. That's why this is phenomenal bets. Phenomenal bets, yes.
Dallas Cowboys plus 3.5. Jacksonville Jaguars plus 13.5. Washington football team plus 5.5. I don't know how I got an over in here. New England Patriots plus 2. Arizona Cardinals. No, I'm not. We're taking that out. That's not cheesy enough. But I do think the Cardinals minus 6 is going to hit. That's just a different conversation.
Nope.
Rams minus 17.5. I cannot believe that the Jets are the cheese, but they are.
That's moved to 17.5. That's insane.
Yes, it is.
I would never, in normal circumstances, take that. Ever. The mid-December?
So what happens if you guys get these right?
NFL?
And then the last one here is Saints plus 3. What happens if we get it right? We're not trying to get it right. We're trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're just scientists.
Trying to go at least 4 of 6.
No.
Okay.
Liverpool. Person on Twitter who came at me saying Tottenham's pulling through. You shouldn't have done that. You hurt us both. You jinxed yourself. And now this day is ruined, so congrats to you.
Oh, tough. Okay.
Wow.
Shout out DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can get in on all this action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code DNVR and get in on all the fun. What did I see today? There's some new fun thing at the top.
Is there a
here.
free bet this week?
Yeah, there is.
Ooh.
Oh, where did it go? Something along the lines of pick any NBA team for opening night and get them plus 76.
Well, that's for me too. Not just first-time users? I was asking Hank yesterday, but he was like, I don't know, I just read the thing. It doesn't process in my brain.
It looked like it was good to all.
Wow.
Do your research. Yeah. Anyways.
That'd be outstanding. There's a nice free bet for you.
Best app in history. Look at the ups and downs that you can get when you bet on sports.
I don't see a free bet right now.
Yeah, it was there this morning. It's not there right now. I'm confused.
I'm sad.
In the 30 minutes we've been on this show,
everything has changed.
Everything has changed. Nothing is on the table. I swear I've lost out on like 70 hypothetical units. Like that.
Yeah.
Austin says that it's new users only.
Oh, okay. New users only. That's okay.
Scheiße.
Well,
become a new user.
Yeah.
Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay, college basketball.
Basketball time.
The Buffs coming up here in just 12 minutes. If we get a line here, it's going to be a no hesitation line. And can Omaha, I don't know. Is Omaha worse than Northern Colorado?
Ben is shaking his head.
Ben is shaking his head yes, because the Buffs were only 13.5-point favorites over Northern Colorado. 22-point favorites over Omaha. I do love watching a team from Colorado smash a team from Nebraska.
Once again, not enough, right?
I think it's not enough. I'm a little bit...
Yeah, he's smelling the cheese, folks. He's smelling the cheese. He's weary now. He's weary. We are on the right track. We're doing big things in the world.
I wanted to have a team total for Omaha because I think the Buffs are going to put the clamps on defense, but we don't have that. So we have Ben Girding here. He's going to be sitting down to watch the game with us in a second.
Yeah.
Ben, Buffs,
You're not
minus
talking
22.
on the mic. There
How do you feel?
I'd take it.
He'd take it.
Ben says he'd take
minus
it.
22, that's a lot.
He is a young mind, pure mind, and I believe in him. We need people like Ben and not broken men like myself in this world. And I'll hammer that. Why not?
I hate spreads north of 20 points, but
of course you do.
So
you're saying the cheese is on the Buff side?
Probably, but
Love
I'm
it.
just here. I'm here for the fun.
Yeah.
Here for the fun.
I'm here for the chaos.
I
got
59.5 on Omaha. Wow, that's pretty low.
wow. Yeah, very low. Huh.
Their offense must suck. If they're going under 60, the Buffs are covering the 22.
Yeah. Is Purdue minus 6 happening, Ben? Ohio State at home?
Should still be on, yeah.
No, I mean as in like is Purdue covering those 6 points?
What's that? That's close.
It's a close one.
That's one I'd probably stay away from because I think Purdue's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
Ohio State, so
We can't hear you, so it's gonna have to be a simple yes or no.
Yeah.
But okay, so minus 22 for the Buffs. Is that like something I should sprinkle a little more than my usual, or should I
No.
just
It's a fair line.
stick to my normal?
Yep. Stick to
$5.
your unit. It's a unit bet.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Do I do $5 or do I do $10?
This is $5. This is the old. I'm just getting action to have action.
Okay.
Action Jackson.
Anything else you like on the college
So
basketball
Ryan,
slate?
let me tell you real quick. So Ohio State ranked 20th. They are 5-0, but they're dogs to Purdue. So that's why I noticed Purdue minus 6, and my ding antennas went up because, of course, I smell a whole lot of cheese on the Ohio State plus 6 dog. So Boilermakers, choo-choo, chug along, whatever your stupid thing is. I'm sure this is the
Boiler up.
Boiler up, and whoever wins this wins the bronze Roosevelt pig, which of course
You're
they get
kidding
out
me.
in any head-to-head matchup in the Big Ten.
How many pigs do they have?
Nothing but. It's either extremely large men who chop down wood or pigs. That's the Big Ten for you. It's the Maction with a little less pizzazz. And then there was Cincinnati, South Florida. I think this is another cheese game. Stay tuned. No, I guess there's no cheese. Okay, never mind.
Kyle's asking how about
no,
Villanova
here we go.
versus
Here we go.
Butler game though.
Man,
Yeah, those teams haven't played enough is the problem. Let me see.
what's the line? You can get
Villanova
Butler
by
plus
minus
13.
Yeah.
My lean, I didn't do any research on this game. My lean
None.
would be to take Butler plus 13. I think you get a close game there.
All right, we know that Duke gets overrated every single game. Let's see how overrated they are against Notre Dame. That might be our one saving grace tonight. Where are you? Northern Colorado against Denver, minus 6.5 for the Bears.
Duke minus 2.5.
Like Be Irish.
Like the Dukies.
Nice. Good.
All right. Also, Arizona State is in action. We know that they are out and out frauds, so fade them at any opportunity.
Against UTEP, the UTEP two-step. Wow.
I will not take it back. Bobby Hurley's a fraud. Remy Martin is a fraud. Alonzo Verge is a fraud.
For the people listening who are very confused, that is social media director Michaela Perkins freaking out at Ryan.
She went to ASU.
Take it back.
She's a Sun Devil.
I'm sorry that
Sun Devil, whatever they call it.
She has to cheer for a fraudulent program.
That is a shame.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us today on DNVR Bets Daily. Have a good one.